On the road, you got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Luke Mbah-a-Moute out to DeAndre Jordan. And it's Pierce in at the three, the small forward.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but it just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Redick with it. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Down low. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal. Here's Harden. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Ray Anthony right there. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Ariza with the stuff.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. The shooting numbers just...
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Another miss by Harden.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 7 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is. Operating, then their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Not only robbed them of some key minutes, but I think it really affected their rhythm and flow in the game. They'll try to play it more disciplined and safer tonight.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Paul Pierce.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Capella. And the shot no good, a bit short. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
James Harden.
And Harden with the stuff.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Paul with the steal. Finished off the break. Paul's got his first basket of the night. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Harden for three. The Clippers grab the miss. Redick for three. And that one's good.
For three.
Redick's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Clippers.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
And here's Harden for three. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Checking in for your Rockets, Terrence Jones. Corey Brewer.
6 seconds left in
Jason
the first.
Terry.
Brewer wishes to Howard. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And the Clippers call time here.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Rockets Power Dancers.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Houston on top, up by one. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Luke Mbamute. And it's Paul in at the point guard.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder. And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Howard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Howard's got his first 2 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Ariza. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The shot's good from Paul.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Step back down to just one with the basket from Ariza. The pass to Paul. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the second quarter so far. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against Utah.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game, but when it shows up, it's a nice weapon. And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Poked loose. It's taken away by Brewer. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And really, the last few seasons, shooting one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Paul Pierce is checked in for the Clippers.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And it's Paul missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
As you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Montrezl Harrell.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, it's definitely a jam with emphasis.
Montrezl
Big
Harrell with the
apostrophe or
shot.
exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer.
Corey Brewer. That's his first personal foul.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. Pierce for 3. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Rockets lead by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of